Throughout history, armies have marched with pride, kings have dreamed of conquest, and empires believed they could never fall. But history remembers differently. These are the battles where power met pride, and both were destroyed. Welcome to File 004, the worst military defeats in history. In 53 BCE, Roman general Crassus led 40,000 men into the deserts of Parthia, chasing glory and gold. But the Parthians didn't fight head-on. They vanished into the dunes, then struck from afar. Arrows rained for hours. The Romans couldn't see, couldn't reach, couldn't win. By sunset, 20,000 were dead, and Crassus, one of Rome's richest men, was executed with molten gold. In 1812, Napoleon marched into Russia with more than 600,000 men. By the time he reached Moscow, the city was empty, burned to ash by its own people. Then came the cold. Soldiers froze mid-march. Horses collapsed in snow. Supplies vanished. Of his grand army, only a few thousand returned. The rest were buried beneath the frost and the emperor's pride. In 1879, British troops camped beneath a rocky hill called Isandlwana, certain of an easy victory over the Zulu. At noon, 20,000 Zulu warriors appeared, disciplined, silent, unstoppable. They surrounded the redcoats in minutes. Rifles jammed. Ammunition ran dry. By sunset, the British flag lay in the dust, one of the empire's greatest humiliations. In 1944, the Allies tried to end the war early by capturing bridges across the Netherlands. But poor planning and fog cut off reinforcements. Paratroopers fought alone for days before being overrun. The mission failed, and 35,000 men never made it home. Britain called Singapore its strongest fortress in Asia. But when Japan attacked from the north, the guns faced the wrong way. With supplies gone and tens of thousands trapped, General Percival surrendered, the largest capitulation in British history. Hannibal faced a Roman army twice his size. Instead of retreating, he surrounded them in a perfect trap. 50,000 Romans died in a single day. It became the blueprint for every battlefield ambush after. And in the end, it's never the enemy that destroys an empire, it's pride. File 004, case closed. If you've reached this far, you've seen what pride can destroy. Follow at Vintage Files PH. The next file opens soon.